Welcome to another go-around of SDH's coverage of the USL Championship. We will get into the game of the week, and we'll get you ready for the weekend with all of the playoff standing scenarios, all that kind of stuff as the regular season starts to wind down. We're this much closer to the postseason in the USL Championship. But before we go forward, we have to go back to where we were so we can get caught up. Game of the week happened in the midweek. New Mexico United, big win over San Antonio FC. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
As we are expecting about 5,000 plus here tonight at the Lab. This is the second to last home game for New Mexico this season, and we are underway. Many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. Here comes Chris Wehan. Still Wehan, ricochets, and it's tapped home.
Illich just stays alive. You can see him just snooping around the back post there. Just pop.
This is Ollie Wright, the London, England native. Trying to play that cross in. Ford goes to ground, and the penalty kick has been awarded to San Antonio, and Suggs has been shown yellow as well. Here's Nathan. With the right foot, tucks it away, and we're tied up here at one apiece in the 32nd minute.
And San Antonio really have been feeding on scraps, and to be fair, I mean, you know, that was very, very scrappy. Card's going to come out before the referee realizes it's someone who's already got one, and he has to make a decision.
And off the free kick, San Antonio able to equalize.
It's a great save off his chest, couldn't really do much else, keeps it out the net. Rella's just quickest to react to the rebound.
Yearwood making the run. Plays it down for Suggs. Cuts it across. Here's Josh Suggs. Back for Wehan, and he finds the crossbar. Here's Wright. Sorry to interrupt there for a second, but ball still loose. And now Wright has been shown a second yellow card, and San Antonio will be down to 10 men for the next 33 minutes. Tenari gets it back. Suggs now. Wehan. Looking to equalize. This is Wehan, right-footed, bounces around, and Chris Wehan scores off the deflection. Like an American football fullback. It looks like it just caught a deflection off the wall. We'll have to see to confirm that, but Wehan, it does. Here's Wehan. Wehan through, and the rebound is put in. New Mexico take the lead. It's Andrew Tenari.
See there, Wehan just pulls the trigger. Decent first save. Tenari just reacts first, and it's another rebound goal that just falls to an attacker.
Suggs cuts it back. Low cross to Wehan, tucks it away. Race for Chris Wehan, finding the back of the net in the 66th. Our official checks his watch, and that's the full-time whistle. 3 second-half goals for New Mexico keep their playoff hopes alive as they are victorious over San Antonio 4-2.
So big win for New Mexico United as they are trying to, in the Mountain Division, stay in the playoff hunt. Let's go back and go through all of the final scores in the last 7 days, starting with last Friday. Tampa Bay and Red Bulls 2, a 1-1 draw. That one was at Al Lang. The draw, by the way, was a plus 524 in the composite, courtesy of our friends at Odds Portal. Real Monarchs knocked off Austin Bold 4-3. Phoenix Rising, a 6-3 win over Vegas Lights. Memphis, 9-1 4-2 winner over Atlanta United, 2 in a back-and-forth game. Indy 11, 1-0 over Lou City. Hartford Athletic, 1-0 over Loudoun United. Charlotte puts 5 on Charleston, winning 5-1. Goalless draw between the Miami FC and Pittsburgh Riverhounds. And if you missed it, the reffing crew in that game will not be officiating any more games this season after the horrible call on what should have been a goal by Pittsburgh. It was called a corner kick, and video is out there. So is the call. So if you want to keep an eye, if you want to get caught up on that information, that crew will not be reffing any more games this season. the Miami FC and Pittsburgh Riverhounds a goalless draw. Colorado Springs 1-0 win over RGV. San Antonio FC Tulsa 1-1 draw. Orange County SC 1-0 over Oakland Roots. Last Sunday, Sacramento and Tacoma goalless draw. San Diego, New Mexico a 1-1 draw. OKC Energy Birmingham a goalless draw. Los Dos put 5 on El Paso Locomotive, winning 5-0. In the midweek, Red Bulls 2 beat Loudoun 3-0. Charleston Battery over Los Dos 3-1. Tampa Bay puts 3 on the Miami FC to win 3-0. FC Tulsa, 3 goals in about 10 minutes, beating Atlanta United 2-4-0 in the last game of the season for the Twos. New Mexico, that win over San Antonio 4-2. El Paso over Austin 3-0. Tacoma and Oakland a goalless draw. Orange County SC and San Diego Loyal. Orange County SC winning that one by the score of 1-0. So let's take a look at the standings heading into the weekend. Let you see what's going on. Starting in the Atlantic, Tampa Bay at 65 points, and I believe they have clinched home field throughout the remainder of the season, remainder of the playoffs, as long as they're in it. We'll get into that in just a sec. Tampa Bay at 65 points, 13 clear of Charlotte. Now the fun begins. The 2, the 3, and the 4 still in play with a handful of matches to go. Charlotte, a match in hand, has won 4 in a row. They have 52 points. Pittsburgh has 52 points as well. Goal difference of plus 16. Charlotte's goal difference is a plus 19. The Miami FC, 30 matches played. They're at 49 points. They've lost 2 of their last 3. Eliminated from the playoffs, Hartford at 37, Charleston at 37, Red Bulls 2 at 25, Loudoun United at 4, 22, and 3. They've lost 4 of 5. They're at 15 points. So reason I said that Tampa Bay is your number 1 seed in the East, Birmingham Legion at 57 points. With that draw, that keeps them from maxing out and going north of Tampa Bay. So 57 points for Birmingham. Lou City's lost 2 in a row. They're at 55. Then Memphis is 44. FC Tulsa is 43. They each have only played 29 matches. So the 3 and the 4 are in question. 2 matches to go for OKC Energy. They, after having drawn 3 of 4, would need to win out. Tulsa would need to lose their remaining 3 matches. All they need is 1 point to get into the playoffs this year. But then they would also need to get some work in goal difference. If you're OKC Energy going into the weekend, you're to -2. FC Tulsa dead even at 44 goals scored and given up. Indy 11 eliminated at 34 points. Atlanta United 2, their season is over at 34 points, finishing with 8 wins. 10 draws, 14 losses. Sporting Kansas City 2, they've lost 4 in a row with 2 matches to go. They are at 20 points. In the West, Mountain Division, El Paso is at 61 points. They are still within shouting distance of Phoenix to try to get the number 1 seed in the West. El Paso at 61 points. Colorado Springs at 48. San Antonio at 48. Equal number of wins. Records identical through 30 matches. Goal difference goes to Colorado Springs right now at a plus 13 compared to a plus 9 with the 2 matches to go. Keep an eye on that. New Mexico has 43 points. They are 3 points clear of Austin Bold, who've lost 3 in a row, and they are 5 points clear of RGV. RGV has a match in hand. They have 3 matches left to play at 38 points, eliminated Real Monarchs at 21 points, 5 wins on the season. In the Pacific, we talked about Phoenix Rising. They've got the number 1 seed in the Pacific, 18 points clear of San Diego, and right now they are the top seed in the West. Now the fun starts. San Diego's at 47 points. Orange County SC has won 3 in a row. They're at 46. So that's one battle. With 2 matches to go, Los Dos is at 39 points. They cannot catch the 3 seed, but they can be caught by a group that includes Tacoma at 35, Oakland at 35, Sacramento Republic at 34. But once again, all 3 of those teams need to win out. And then Los Dos has to lose their last 2. Then you get into math. So that is how it is in the standings. So let's get into the matchups for the weekend with your juice box numbers as well. Friday afternoon, Friday evening, 7 o'clock, Hartford hosting Charlotte. Charlotte is a minus 103. Real Monarchs at 9 o'clock hosting Colorado Springs. The Switchbacks need a win, and they come in to Harrison at a minus 127. Real Monarchs are at a plus 300. So Saturday, you have matches in the evening, 7 o'clock. Indy 11, a plus 108 as FC Tulsa comes to town. Remember, FC Tulsa at a plus 218 needs 1 point in their remaining matches. They make the postseason. Loudon is a plus 643 as Tampa Bay comes to town at basically to minus 300. Pittsburgh and Charleston, big opportunity for Pittsburgh. Big spoiler opportunity for Charleston. Pittsburgh is a minus 135 at Highmark. Charleston is basically a plus 300. Lou City and Memphis. This one's interesting. Lou City chasing Birmingham in the 1 and the 2. Memphis trying to solidify themselves as the 3 in the East, or in the Central Division, in the Eastern Conference. Lou City's a minus 263. Memphis 901's a plus 570. 8:30 RGV minus 101 favored as New Mexico United comes to town at a plus 244. San Antonio minus 161. Austin Bold basically a plus 400. 10 o'clock Eastern, Orange County SC big favorite, understandably so, a minus 227 as Vegas comes to town. Phoenix once again a big favorite, understandably so, as Sacramento comes to town at a minus 244. Sunday 4:30 Tacoma Defiance hosting Los Dos. Basically everybody thinks it's a draw. Tacoma Defiance a plus 152, Los Dos a plus 148, your draws a plus 238. 5 o'clock, Birmingham, big favorite at home, understandably so. Sporting Kansas City 2 coming to town at a plus 425, Birmingham at a minus 185. 6 o'clock, San Diego Loyal minus 164, Oakland Roots come to town at a plus 370, your draws a plus 270. 7:30, the Miami FC, big favorite as Red Bulls 2 comes to town, Red Bulls 2 a plus 400, the Miami FC at a minus 196. And at 8 Eastern, El Paso at a minus 182, OKC Energy at a plus 429. So getting into the standings and to who is playing whom, you're looking at Phoenix playing Sacramento, 1 plays 13. El Paso is in a crossover playing OKC Energy. OKC Energy is 11th in the East, El Paso 2nd in the West. Colorado Springs, 3 plays 15. San Antonio, 4 plays 8 when they play Austin. San Diego, 5 plays 12 when they host Oakland. Orange County, it is 6 playing 14 as Vegas Lights comes to town. New Mexico United, 7 plays 10. We talked about how this one's going to be a tough one. New Mexico United on the road at RGV in Harlingen. It is 7 versus 10, 43 points and 38. And we got into Austin Bold, LA Galaxy 2 at 9, playing Tacoma Defiance at number 11. In the East, going through those numbers, first plays last, Tampa Bay and Loudon. Birmingham plays next to last with Sporting Kansas City 2. Lou City, 3 playing 7 with Memphis 901. Charlotte, 4 plays 9 when Hartford comes to town. Pittsburgh, 5 plays 10 with Charleston coming to Highmark. The Miami FC, 6 plays 14 as Red Bulls 2 come to town. And we talked about Memphis 901 with Lou City. FC Tulsa at 8 hosting Indy, or going to the mic to play Indy 11 at 8 plays 12. And that covers how things are laid out in the East. So if you are close to a match and can attend, please do so as we get toward the end of the regular season and into the playoffs. If you can't, catch it on your local provider. If that's not an option, if you're outside the market, please go to ESPN Plus and catch the games that way. Tremendous contests as we're all still trying to figure out who's going to be in and who's going to be out when it comes to the postseason for the USL Championship. For everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy your games.